Nickel is the new gold for Australian miners. The insatiable demand to store energy in batteries made with nickel is sparking a new gold rush. Nickel mining was in the doldrums for years, but the ambition of global electric car makers has seen values soar. Sue Lannon has more.
The latest electric dream from Porsche, the Taycan. The so-called Tesla killer is Ferrari fast, can be charged to 80% capacity in 25 minutes and emits zero carbon. There are just 5 million electric vehicles on the roads out of a global car fleet of more than 1 billion. But according to fossil fuel giant BP, that could hit more than 300 million by 2040 as China becomes the Detroit of EVs. And that's putting nickel in the driver's seat.
At the moment, around about 3% of global nickel goes into electric vehicle batteries. We expect that to increase to about 10% of the nickel market in 2022 and double again to 2025.
80% of the world's nickel is used to make stainless steel, but now battery makers are sparking a new nickel rush.
They want a quick recharge and then, a long distance before requiring another charge.
Nickel prices have soared as supplies dwindle. Supply fears came to the fore last month after Indonesia announced it would ban nickel exports from next year, as it develops an electric battery industry with Chinese battery firm GEM. Prices climbed to a near 5-year high, above $18,000 a metric tonne. Analyst Vivek Das says Australian nickel miners are well placed for the electric battery boom. And it's not just cars. Tesla batteries have been adapted for household solar and deployed in South Australia for large-scale storage.
Australian producers like Western Areas Independence Group, they do significantly well because they sit on deposits which are easily more convertible to battery-grade nickel.
Western Areas sells its nickel ore to BHP's Nickel West mine and refinery business in Western Australia and China's biggest stainless steel maker, Tsingshan Steel. But now it's expanding to meet the growing demand in Asia.
We are touching base now with all of the major precursor battery manufacturers in Asia, and I think that our product will be a prime product for that.
The battery boom has seen BHP hold on to Nickel West after it couldn't sell it a few years ago. Amid the global financial crisis, BHP wrote down the value of its Ravensthorpe nickel mine in WA to zero as prices plunged and sold it for a song. Now Ravensthorpe is set to reopen for a third time under new owners Canadian miner First Quantum Minerals. And the new nickel roads lead to China.
There's a lot of self-interest being promoted by, big players such as Volkswagen and Mercedes and BMW. What is, though, very, very, very obvious, though, is that most of these companies are now setting up shop in China.
The real test for nickel will be whether the bullish forecasts for electric vehicles come true. Just 2 million were sold last year, but Bloomberg New Energy Finance predicts electric car sales to top 10 million by 2025 globally.
Customer acceptance is getting better, range is getting better.
We need to have electricity infrastructure, we need to have charging stations.
Electric cars charging ahead, and it's nickel providing the spark.